All right, everybody. So what are we going to talk about today? What we're going to talk about is something that each and every single one of us should have. A winning attitude. Why should we have a winning attitude? A winning attitude allows us to come back from any setbacks that we may encounter. You see, lately in the market, I've seen a lot of people they haven't had the best positions. They've had things go against them. Some people haven't managed their risk very well. And some people just, they just haven't been taking the proper trades. And I totally get it. We're learning. We're doing our best. We're trying to make money. We're trying to build some wealth, right? Everybody wants to do that. But there comes a time when we have to understand that the goal to building wealth, to building this dollar sign right here, okay, the goal actually becomes a lot harder than we think, especially at first, right? I remember when I first started trading, there are so many things that I did not know today. And the goal is to have this winning attitude because an attitude produces better overall results than analysis at any given point in time. So let's just say you did a very, very poor job in your analysis, right? You're analyzing the stock chart, right? You're looking at the stock and you thought it was going to go upwards, but instead everything just kind of came crashing down. No worries, right? Absolutely no worries. For one, we need good risk management. This is crucial. This is a crucial element, right? Crucial element right here because everybody needs good risk management. So, excuse me, let me get out of the way. Everybody needs good risk management to survive in this game in the long run. I cannot emphasize how important that is. Nobody wants any blown accounts. Nobody wants to lose 20% of their portfolio in one trade, right? We don't want to make those mistakes. And that's what paper trading is there for too, just to help us practice. So once we have good risk management in place, right? By the way, when you're taking every single trade, you should absolutely know how much it is you're risking. That is so important, right? Each and every single one of us needs to figure out how much we're going to be risking per trade. So let's just say I buy a stock. Let's say I buy a stock at, let's say $30, right? $30 per share, okay? And here's the stock chart. And let's just say that I think it's going to go to $40, okay? It's going to go to 40. That's my price target, right? That's my goal. Woo! Awesome. So what happens is we need to set ourselves a stop loss, right? An area on the chart that we know we are going to get out of the trade no matter what happens, okay? We can get into stop losses and how to make stop losses a lot better in another video, but we just need to make sure that we need to make sure that our risk is managed. So let's say I'm risking $10 here, right? I'm looking to make $10 plus $10 per share of the stock that I buy. And let's say my stop loss is at $20. Let's do $25. That means I am risking $5 per share. Now, it depends on how many shares you trade, right? Let's just say you have a $100 account, okay? Your account size is worth $100. And let's just say that I'm only risking 5% of my account per trade. Well, what's 5% of $100? That will be $5. Everybody needs to have this. Everybody needs to have this percentage with them at all times, and they need to know it like it's in their belief system, okay? You need to install the belief that you need to manage your risk first, okay? So $5 is how much I'm willing to lose per trade. So how many shares can I buy right here? Just one. I can only buy one share. If I buy one share at $30, I'm looking to make $10 on the share, right? And I'm risking $5. If I get stopped out, if the stock goes below and I lose my $5, I lost 5% of my account. And that's okay, right? 5% is aggressive, by the way, for most people. It depends on your account objectives, but we can always get into that some other time. Most people risk 1 to 5%, maybe 0.5% to 5% per trade on most people's accounts. You just basically need to have that rule saying, hey, this is how much I'm risking per trade. I'm risking 2%, 3%, and you basically just equate that to the amount of dollars you're willing to lose per trade. Because when we put on our stop losses, this is the worst case scenario. We need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Okay, now let's just say that this situation does occur. Okay, let's say that this situation does occur, and let's just say that we get stopped out and we take a loss on the trade and we don't like it. Nobody likes to take losses, right? As being a good trader, we need to figure out how to take good losses appropriately, how to understand losses, what they're teaching us. And this is all about having, again, a winning attitude. So when we feel distraught, right? We feel distraught, we feel annoyed, we feel frustrated, we thought we did the best analysis, we thought that the stock could go to the moon, or maybe we just thought that, hey, you know, I had conviction, right? We feel sad, we feel that pain in our stomach, right? The pain of loss, right? We're aggravated, can't sleep, you're waking up in cold sweats, right? Whatever it is, right? And by the way, this leads me to my next point. If you're feeling any of these emotions right here during this, you're risking too much. You're risking too much. Way too much. If you're waking up in cold sweats, if you're feeling like shit, you know, damn it, you know, and you're just emotional, right? Look, we're human, I get it. But if you're feeling extremely frustrated, sad, sick to your stomach, those are signals. Those are signals. There's nothing wrong with you. We're human. We feel this way, right? It happens. But these are context clues that lead us to prosperity in the future, and we need to have a winning mindset to get to prosperity in the future. These are all signals and emotions that are telling us what is wrong. So you need to self-reflect a little bit, right? Just analyze how you're feeling. Don't even analyze, just feel it. Just feel how you're feeling after the loss, after that poor investment, after your portfolio goes down 20%, right? Just feel it. And what that's telling you is if you're feeling anxiety or any of these emotions, you're putting on too much risk. And maybe you should be risking less percentage of your account, right? Sometimes it's good risk management. And that leads me to my next point. Sometimes there are people on here who are probably watching who, hey, you're like, hey, Brett, like I was managing my risk, right? And maybe I had a string of losses. That happens too, right? Maybe they had a string of losses, right? So let's get into that, right? So you have the string of losses, which means you're in a drawdown. So a drawdown can be a string of multiple losses, or it can be one big loss, right? It doesn't really matter. What the point of the fact is drawdown, right? Drawdown is drawdown. And when we find ourselves in drawdown, we need to stop the bleeding. And usually that means just slowing down, figuring out what's wrong. Are we doing proper analysis? Is it poor risk management? Is it bad psychology, or a mixture of both? And we need to have the winning attitude that tells us that, hey, you know what? Yes, I suck right now, because sometimes we do suck, especially when we're starting off on new endeavors like this. Or maybe we're in the middle of our trading journey and we've been doing this for years, right? Maybe we're in the middle of our journey, we've been doing this for years, and we come across a mistake and we figure out that, hey, you know what? I need to get over this and I need to figure out how I can do better next time. That's what a winning attitude is all about, so that we can get out of drawdown and we can stop feeling annoyed and frustrated and sad, and so that we install this winning attitude that allows us to produce better overall results over time than any analysis ever could. And the reason why we need to have a winning attitude is because, right, we're all investors, right, or traders, whatever the case may be, but we've all heard of compounding. Compounding. Okay? What is this? Is knowledge. This is knowledge. And this is where we start day one. Where does knowledge end up on day 1000? Day 1000, 3 years. Knowledge compounds. Knowledge gets greater and greater and greater. You get smarter and smarter and smarter. You gain more experience, you gain more intuition, you gain more confidence. But you need to let this knowledge compound. And the only way you're going to let the knowledge compound is if you do not give up. Do not give up. Tell yourself, I need to fix this mistake that I made. I effed up. I screwed up, right? Whatever the case may be, acknowledge it, accept it, and understand that you now you're in such a perfect position because now you are being offered the opportunity to get better. You're now being offered the opportunity to get better. And what happens when you get better? That leads you to more success down the road. Now, are you going to take that opportunity? Or are you going to sit around, not really do anything about it, give up, or blame it on the market, blame it on someone else, blame it on Trump, blame it on the news? What are you going to do about it? The market doesn't give a shit about you, about me, coaches, anyone else in the world. The best trader in the world, best investor, Warren Buffett. Market does not give a shit. Market is market, and market provides opportunity. Whatever emotions that we feel, it is a perfect reflection of our development. It's a perfect reflection. And our perceptions can be skewed at times. Our perceptions can be imperfect at times. And however the market makes us feel, that's our perception of the market right there. We need to flip the switch whenever we're taking losses or whenever we're finding ourselves in drawdown or making mistakes. I get it. It's frustrating. And it's not the greatest feeling, but short-term loss for a long-term gain. What are you going to choose, right? Clean up after your mistake. Figure out what happened. Figure out what went wrong. Dive into your loss. Analyze it. Don't shy away from it. Don't run away from it. Accept it. Feel any emotions you're feeling and figure out what can I do to be better next time. Because I guarantee you, if you do that, my goodness, you guys are going to be so much closer to building wealth. There is so much promise for each and every single one of you out there. So much. There is so much fucking... Like, I can't even... I'm still learning in my journey too, by the way. And I am so grateful to my younger self that I kept it up. There are so many times when I wanted to quit. I remember mornings waking up at 6:30 a.m., market open, putting in options trades, buying a weekly call with 7 days out, and I lost like 10% of my account in the first 5 minutes. I was a college student. I was super broke at the time. I had no effing idea what the heck I was getting myself into. I wanted to be a good option trader. I wanted to build wealth, right? I wanted to quit my job. I wanted to make money. I wanted freedom. But there are things that we need to learn before we get to that level. And we can't ignore these things, right? We can't ignore them. We have to keep going, keep going, keep going. Nobody said building wealth is going to be easy. Nobody said being a good trader is going to be easy. Nobody said being a good investor is going to be easy. So everyone, I encourage you to take away from this, have a winning attitude, understand that whatever results that you do get in the market, whatever results you get, they are a perfect reflection of your level of development. Perfect reflection. Okay? Nothing else, nothing more. They are a perfect reflection, and they also showcase what you need to do to get better. That is it. So that's the winning attitude, right? A perfect reflection of our level of development and what we need to do to get better. Finally, this is my last piece for anyone really looking to become good at this. Play the long game. Play the long game. What do I mean by this? Think how good you can become in years and decades. Years and decades. Even for my older crowd, even for my older audience, you guys are still young, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. You still got a lot of life left in you. Keep up your health. Take care of yourself. Years, decades. Just give yourself 2 or 3 years. Even 2 or 3 years. Nobody says it's going to be easy. You gotta stick to it. You gotta stick to it. A few months, 1 to 3 months, 6 months. Look, you might find some success, and if you do, that's awesome. But if you don't get aggravated. If you don't become frustrated. Play the long game. Just like any college degree, people go to university for 4 years, they get out, they go attain a job, and they have 10 years more of experience, and they become really good at their craft. Doctors, right? Doctors go to med school, they go through all these years of training, then they become really good at their craft. Same thing for any skill set, right? Any skill set, it takes time, it takes expertise, it takes a winning attitude to keep going. Push through it. I know you all can do it. I know you can do it. So play the long game. Think about where you can be in multiple decades. Have a winning attitude. I'm rooting for each and every single one of you. I know each and every single one of you can get past the mistakes that maybe you've made or that you have made. And I'm still learning alongside each and every single one of you. We can do anything in life with the proper mindset, with the proper winning attitude. Win, win, win. Be a winner. I know each and every single one of you can be a winner. All right? So that's going to be my takeaway for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for watching. I'm wishing you the best, whether you're a day trader, a long-term investor, a swing trader, whatever your goal is. I really am rooting for you, and thank you for watching.